In tonight's Black History Month highlight, we're profiling an Atlanta winemaker who's pouring his proceeds into children. And a quick line here, his daughter and my son were a tag team in spelling bees around Metro Atlanta. They were to take very seriously.
All right, so the man we're talking about, his name is George Brown. And he says advancing the cause of civil rights starts in the classroom for people of color. Joe Ripley is here. He chatted with Brown to learn more about his business and the cause that drives it. Did you guys talk about spelling?
Not quite, although I probably would not fare well against George Brown or his kids. But family and community very special to Brown. They lie at the heart of exactly what he does, from once washing dishes at the age of 15 to owning a wine company now. For Brown, it all goes back to education and giving back to his community. For George Brown, every pour has a purpose. He's come a long way from washing pots and pans at the age of 15.
You get nervous, right? You start having some self-doubts. There are plenty of strikes in a baseball game, but it only takes one home run.
That home run came in 2013 when Brown founded Alexis George Wine Cellars, named after his two children, their profiles, the logo on the label. Brown has the wine made in California, but expects to produce 60,000 cases this year. He rolls them out through online sales and distributes the wine nationally in Sam's, Target, and Trader Joe's.
We're a generation or two removed from the 60s and the struggles that happened then. That's not that far away, right? And so while we celebrate Black history, the celebration of Black history for me is, how do I support and advance that cause?
Every dollar counts.
Brown believes advancing the cause starts in the classroom. For each case of wine sold, up to $3 goes back to scholarships and mentoring efforts. So far, Brown has donated over $40,000 to underprivileged kids.
Education provides that baseline, that platform for people to grow and have the audacity and the belief that they can become millionaires and billionaires.
Our motto is, what they see is what they'll be. What they see George being an entrepreneur and George being the man he is, and having that close proximity to someone like that will inspire a young person.
Brown also plays a strong role in boosting engagement at the ballot box with the belief that we should all hold elected officials accountable. And so for this Atlanta sommelier, pouring wine has a bigger purpose.
My mom didn't have a lot, but what she poured into me was education. That was her space, right? I've got a little bit more, got a lot more actually, right? My job is still to pour everything I have into the next generation.
Brown's business growing as well. He plans to roll out another wine brand this October. He says if he could give advice to his younger self, he'd say do these three things. First, do your homework, listen to your mentors, and be courageous. Sheba.